Hello, today I will show you how to get rid of some statuses in Azure DevOps. Okay, let's go to organizational settings, okay, and let's go to processes. As you can see, my projects are using this process, Azure process for Nano projects while making vlogs. And let's go here to user story. Let's choose user story. Okay. And you will see that I have states: new, clarification, scoping, ready, active, wait for feedback, resolve, ready for test, okay, and so on and so on. And let's say that we want to have only new, okay, and then we need ready, we need active, we need resolved, we need closed and removed. How can I remove them? Very easy. But before that, let's see what will happen if we have some items in those states which we want to get rid of. Let me switch to my boards, and you will see that number 19 is in clarification, number 20 is in scoping, wait for feedback existing and 15, and we have ready for test one of them, number 4, user stories. And be aware that I am talking about user stories, okay? Now, let me go and get rid of them. Let me get rid of clarification. If I go to remove, it will ask me, are you sure you want to remove clarification for user story work item type? Work item is no longer be able to transition to the state. Current and historical states value are not changed. Be aware that I have here number 19. And I will say remove. Let's go back here. And let me refresh it. These column configuration are not valued. So here I have clarification, which is in board, but it doesn't have specific state because it's removed. And I will go here and say remove it. Okay? And I will say save and close. Oh, please review. You cannot delete. This column has one items in it. You must first move the item. So what should I do? I should cancel it. I should go to OK. Okay. And I should go to my backlog. Okay. And I should filter by stories. And then I should filter by states. Okay, here, filter. And I will say state is clarification. But it's not longer here. So you can see that this is a problem. So I remembered that it was my 19. Okay. And I have here state which has value clarification, and I will say, okay, it is going to be new. Now I can go save to close. Now I can go to my boards, and now I can correct this row by clarification, and I will remove it. And I will say save and close, and everything is okay. But be aware of that. Before you are going to remove, get rid of your statuses, like scoping, like waiting for feedback, like ready to test. Be aware that it will make your life very hard if you don't follow these steps. So these steps are: before you get rid of one state, be aware that you move all items from this state which you get rid of to a state which will remains. So let me go here in backlog. And let me say, I want stories, and I will filter, and I will say state, which is now scoping. I have one of them. And I will go here, and I will edit it, and I will say that, or I can open it, but state is, let's say from scoping, I want to get it to, let's say, ready. Okay? Now I'm going to take a filter for ready for test. Okay? And I will say edit, and let's say state is active, and I will save it. And I'm going to choose wait for feedback, and I will choose both of them, and I will right click, and I will say edit, and I will say put state in, for example, active. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to see active, closed, new, ready. So I have ready for feedback. Now, if I go here, I will see that I have active, new, ready, new, new, new. So I don't have any item for user story, particular user story, which is in state, which is going to be removed. Now I'm going here, and I will say, remember, I have new, active, and ready. I will say, get rid of scoping, remove, get rid of ready for feedback, wait for feedback, remove, get rid of ready for test, remove, and go back here and go to boards and correct your board. Scoping, removed. Wait for feedback, remove. Ready for test, removed. Save and close. Okay. And now correct what they say. Okay. If I now refresh that, I will get my board as I wanted. Okay, this can be done for stories, epics, and features. What about tasks? Let me show you that. One can say that I can go to sprints, because if I go to sprint in task board, and that is exactly the board in which tasks are going to be shown, you will see that I can get rid of those tasks. So let's say I have new, I want ready, active, resolved, ready for test, and closed, and I want to get rid of some of them, but not here. Why? Be aware, in sprint task board, you can see only tasks which are in this sprint. Which are not in this sprint, you are not going to see, and maybe there are some tasks or bugs which are in, like you can see, bug here in scoping, which are in state which you want to remove, get rid of, and which are not in the current sprint. So let's go to work items. What I'm going to do? I'm going to choose here tasks. Okay, so I can see tasks. I can see my states. Okay? And I will go and I will sell column options and I will say, I don't want risk. I don't want change date. I want to see state and I want to see iteration path, which is sprint. Just to show you that I have a task which is in new ready, etc., but which are also outside of the sprint, okay? And I will choose a bug as well. Okay? And now I see that bug is in scoping and everything else is in new and ready. Let's go to settings. Let's go to my tasks. And let's see which states do I have. I have new clarification scoping. So I want to have new, active, resolved, closed, removed. New. Let's get rid of bug. Okay. New. I have a lot of them which are ready. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have them. So I am lucky now and I want to put ready into the new state. And I'm going to select them, right click, and I will have to change that. But you can see that I can go here, open selected items in queries, because I can not edit them. And then, once again, okay, when I'm here, I don't have options in work items to right click and say edit, but I can open them in queries. Queries are going to be my separate video, not only one. I will now choose them all. Now I will right click, I will go to edit, and I will say state is new. And I will say okay. And when I have those, oh, it says it cannot be in new. Why? Because it is in ready. And if I go here, I can see that if I go to rules, and when the state is in ready, it cannot be moved to new. What I am going to do, since I will get rid of ready, I will just disable this rule. So this rule doesn't apply at all. What does it mean? Any restriction moving from state ready is now disabled. So from ready, you can go with your item anywhere. Now, let me refresh this. Okay. Reload. Okay. Now let me do the same thing. And let me go to edit. And let me say that state is new. And when I click on OK, now I don't have any errors, and I will save items. And I will leave this query. And I will refresh this one as well. And I have everything in new status, which is okay. Now let's go to the bug. And the user cannot log in into system. I will go here. I will edit it. And I will move to clarification. I will say save. And now I can go from clarification to new due to rules. And now I have everything fine for bugs and for tasks as well. And now I am ready to get rid of those states. So let's go back to tasks, to states, and say new is okay, ready is going to be removed, scoping is going to be removed, ready is going to be removed, active is not going to be removed, wait for feedback is going to be removed, ready to test is going to be removed, and I am fine. Let's go to all processes. Sorry, wrong. Let's go to bug, and let's see what statuses do I have here. Let's go get rid of clarification. Let's get rid of scoping. Let's get rid of ready. Let's get rid of wait for feedback. Let's get rid of ready for test. Okay, everything is done except one thing. If I refresh this, everything will be done. Great. But if I go to sprints, okay, and if I go to backlog, you will see, unlike for here boards in which I had to remove states one by one which were removed, one by one columns which were associated with the states, in the sprint, when you remove the state is removed from the column here as well. And last but not least, let's go back here and let's go, for example, to user stories. So let me go back here. Okay, let me go to user story and let me go to rules. You will see that I have those rules which remain. So move stating from clarification. So, but state is removed. So it say when work item is moved from select the state. Why? Because clarification doesn't exist anymore. If you say that active, for example, it says a work item state move from active. Of course, because active exists. So it cannot be removed to transit to new, and also to some states which are removed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of those three things, and let's save. Now I'm going to clarification. Since clarification doesn't exist anymore, okay, I'm going to remove this rule in total. Right-click, delete the rule. Delete. Now, from closed, let's see, closed. I have some states which were obsolete, doesn't exist. I will do that for that. From state new, this one, okay. And from state ready, okay, you can see ready is here. This one, this one, this one, save. From state ready to test, I don't need that. Okay, so I will delete the rule. From removed, okay, from removed, this one will be deleted, and this one, okay. From state resolved, these two, which were missing. From sorry, I didn't save it. Save this one. Now, it was saved. Okay, now this one. Okay, story move from state resolved. This one and this one save, state moving from scoping, okay, right click here or click here and delete the rule. And for wait for feedback, delete the rule. And here for some reason it was not saved because it cannot be saved. I didn't remove that. And everything is okay. Now I have new, active, closed, removed, and resolved. Of course, I can do it for, when I go here, sorry, I can do it for bug in rules, okay, and for tasks, but you get a point, so I don't want to make this video a longer with repeating the same things. So when you get rid of the statuses, be aware of those steps. First of all, put the items which are in states of which you get rid of to the proper states which will remain. Then correct your boards if you are making changes of statuses for the Epic user stories or feature. And finally, pay attention to your rules. Hope this helps. Thank you very much.